cash. Bubbling.
Hop out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift from a boy, so, boy, no, I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Jones operating from the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Well, they had that one snipped out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Gone! No. Check. Patriot! Detroit!
Throwing, Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he stopped immediately there. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third and 2 for Dalton. Found his target. It's Anderson. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Bernard. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep down. This is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Over here, over here.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Good move by Duke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackled by Jordan Willis.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Go. We're good.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now let's go.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's third down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 50.
To throw on third down, Jones. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
4 down. Alert. Ice. 2 by 2. Move.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Flushed, and the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Dalton here from the gun. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones throwing on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And now it's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On the toss, Bernard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now.
Jones operating from the gun. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And now out come the Jets. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
There you go, 368. Hey, get ready for something coming left. There you go, 93, 52, 90.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Here you go, Ken. Hey.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Over here. 368.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch it. Go. We're good.
From the gun, Dalton. Flushed out right. Now he's going to send this one deep right, and he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Jones now. Back to the air on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 3rd down, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to take it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here you go, 368.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the Jets set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try to...
A big scene, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Andy Dalton with his third touchdown pass of the game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones throwing again, looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will get him one closer. Rosas now to kick this one away. And New York set to take the field. First and 10 for Dalton. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second down, Dalton. Morgan's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First target, first catch, and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2-by-2. Move.
Dalton, first and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
Now Jones. To the left side here for Eifert. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Gone! Detroit!
Back to throw. Jones. His throw incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Here's Bernard. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down.
Over here, yes.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again to Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
57, you got 59.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Derrick Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Go, on the ball! On the ball!
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now stands at 13. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Rashard Robinson with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry. Things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Now it's the backup Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 40 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. Now Myers for the extra point. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. From the 50, it's Darnold. Going deep now for Herndon. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. Mike 29. Watch him now, Barney.
Darnold from the gun. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
On 1st down, Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Over.
To the air again, Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Malcolm Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
All right, here we go.
Here's Jones to throw on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
The pitch to Henry. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
No. Check. Patriot. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Gun.
Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Jones buying time to his left. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Now White on the return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Henry, and he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my...
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waste at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I write my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yeah, Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Come back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame, name,